The organization got started in a very organic, community-based way. Pretty much started with potting parties to grow pollinator plants because of the lack of pollinator plants in the region, and it just grew into what it is today. And it's a pretty young organization, no more than 11 years from this crazy idea of do something about the lack of biodiversity, the loss of habitat, to what we have now.
I like to think about the mission of the Borderlands Restoration Network as sort of divided into three principal areas. There's landscape acquisition and preservation through establishing and protecting corridors in the Patagonia-Sonoyta area of southern Arizona. Then there's also the work of physical landscape restoration. So this is sort of like looking at a degraded landscape and developing a system to sort of slow the flow of water, that you're preventing erosion. Maybe you're collecting grass seeds and putting native plants back into a landscape where they've been removed. And then there's the component of education, which is all about sort of helping people in local communities in southern Arizona learn and understand the story about where they connect to the environment around them. Recognizing what a thriving desert landscape or desert grasslands landscape really looks like, because I think for a lot of us who've grown up in Arizona, we maybe haven't seen that. So education is also about teaching people to tell the story of where they come from and the landscape that they come from.
We've had a very positive impact on the community. We've employed a lot of people. We have a very active youth program. Very proud of the graduates of that program and what they've done in their lives. And I think that one of our greatest legacies is how we change the community for the better.
It's just nice to be around people, especially young people, that are trying to make a difference, walking the walk, besides just talking it. And they have to sacrifice a lot to do it. And they don't get paid that much. And yet they're out there busting their tails every day, doing a good job, making a difference.
The organization's impact in southern Arizona goes beyond these greenhouses. So as of today, we are protecting more than 2,000 acres of critical wildlife corridors here in the Patagonia Gap between the forests. Like if you look at a map, there's 2 units of the Coronado National Forest that we are kind of bridging, so offering a wildlife corridor forever for wildlife, preventing from development to just wipe out these connections. We grow and harvest millions of seeds and millions of native plants for projects across the region. And just in southern Arizona, we have built more than 5,000 rock structures to prevent erosion and help ecosystems to recover. So thousands of acres protected.
There's a program called the Borderlands Earth Care Youth. This takes high schoolers from Sonoyta, Nogales, Patagonia, Douglas, and it brings them into the landscape to do, hands-on restoration work, building rock structures to slow water, planting, doing sort of like rangeland restoration work. Of course, people can always donate. If you are interested in doing some of that hands-on physical engagement, Borderlands Restoration Network is a great organization to volunteer your time with.